But, yeah, all right, we live, Mr. Reggie. Welcome back to the Mean Green Podcast with Now and my man, Mr. Reggie. How you doing today, Mr. Reggie?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing fantastic. A little humid out there today, but you know what? We'll make it through. I mean, we
You
too
already,
shall get through this here, man. But
you
yeah, I just
already
want to
know.
thank everybody that's been supporting us thus far. I know it's been a short tender with the Mean Green Podcast, but things will ramp up. We're too busy men at this juncture in our lives, so we're trying to make do with the best available times that we have on our schedule. So hang in there with us. It's got a lot of good content to look forward to in the future, man. But let's get to talking about these Philadelphia Eagles, man.
Let's talk about it.
I want to know what you think about and who you think about the moves before the camp, July
hmm
23rd, because coming up. It's very short. Short,
It's
short,
about 2 weeks, if
it
that.
ain't that long. So,
Uh,
what do you think the needs are? And I'll tell you what I got on my top of my head in my notes. I think the positions of need is safety, linebacker, defensive end, wide receiver 3, and tight end. Now, give me your uh, opinion on who you think, if there's anybody you think that fits any of those parameters of positions that I just named off.
um,
If anybody in the audience got any comments, please feel free to jump in.
absolutely.
This is all about y'all guys, and we'd like to have y'all input as well. So feel free to join us. And before I go any further, I would like to thank everybody for subscribing to No Cut Podcast and also subscribing to Bet on Yourself Media Sports, man. We
Absolutely.
truly appreciate y'all guys. It doesn't go unnoticed, and that's for sure. But
Facts,
yeah,
facts.
go ahead now.
All right, so the first position I'm gonna start with is the wide receiver 3 position. Um, I feel like that probably be the biggest thing of area concern on the offensive side of the ball, because it's kind of still unknown. I will say this, I do have faith in oh man, Paris Campbell, that's his name, yeah, Paris Campbell.
You
Um,
got faith in him?
I got faith in him. My only issue with Paris Campbell is the health aspect, and I can go for any player, but the health aspect. So I do see the talent. I've been watching his highlights and things like that. So the talent's there, and it's just he's kind of injury prone. And then you got Anai Smith and then Johnny Wilson too as well back there. And then you got my man Ross and all that. So it's a couple of guys that are still like Ross ain't really been in the league that long. You got to remember the two people we just drafted are rookies. They didn't get to play yet. And I know you said, because I know we talked about it on here a couple of times too, but you just brought it up when we was talking before. But Mechie from the Houston Texans, I think he'd
John,
be a decent,
John
yeah, decent,
Mechie.
yeah. I think he'd be a decent guy to bring in. If it's, you know what I mean, if it's something that they're looking to do, I don't know how good they feel. I guess, like I said, training camp will probably to give us more of a indicator, how these guys pan out. But I think John Mechie would be cool. Um, you said who else? Who else did you say? You said somebody else too. We was talking about
I mentioned the guy um Traylon Burks.
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 Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Traylon Burks
yeah,
from Titans. I
yeah.
like Traylon Burks, man. He had a little rough patch coming into the league. He was a number 1 pick.
hmm
Um, he's 6'2", 225-pound guy. He's a big guy. Now
hmm
I can see this guy lining up with us in the slot. He had some issues coming in the league though. He never really got his footing down there. He fell off with his statistics. I did have his statistics pulled up here, but I think
Okay,
I squandered. But he had 50 catches in 2021, and
okay.
then last season he had 23 catches. So I'm gonna say 23. It was in the 20s.
So his
Um,
production went down then.
big drop off, and he
Yeah.
had 2 touchdowns last season. Prior, not this the season 2021,
hmm
2023, he had 0 touchdowns. So
Okay.
um, I don't know. I think it'll be a big risk in taking him,
hmm
but him coming here and being alongside AJ Brown, Dallas Goddard, and
And Smith.
Smitty,
hmm
he's a nice piece, big side, big body
Big
guy.
guy. Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of things they possibly could do with him. And Kellen Moore could scheme him open
Yeah.
because of the fact that AJ Goddard and Brown gonna be having a lot of attention on them, along with Saquon. So it's gonna be a lot of attention diverted to other players where he can, and he's big enough, catch after. And they said he's good at catching after the run. He did a good. He did very well down there. I believe he came out of Alabama. I think did he come out of Alabama?
I ain't got.
No. That was Mitchie came out of
Mitchie,
Alabama.
yeah. He went to Alabama for sure. Yeah.
Mitchie came out of Alabama. But I don't know, man. I think it's a little risky, but is it worth the risk? I mean, it can't hurt us really because we got a lot of help. We got Aeneas, like you mentioned, Campbell. So there is, I think it may be room to bring him in, like you said, and see what he can do.
Yeah.
If he makes himself honorable during camp, then it's something to look at. I mean,
right,
because that's going to be the same situation on the defensive side of the ball between those safeties and them cornerbacks. But we got a plethora of those guys that's got to go through, the system, and it's gonna be hell on them coordinators down there when it comes down to cutting some of these guys.
Man, listen, so much talent, man. Especially like you said in that corner, especially on that defensive side of the ball.
It's unreal what we got back there as talent. It's really crazy. But I know, and I trust in Howie and those guys. They're gonna make the right decision. But I know it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough. That's all I can say.
It is gonna be tough
in that room to make them decisions when it comes down to it.
Yeah,
it's one of those situations where somebody's gonna get. I already know somebody's gonna get short in the stick.
Oh, for sure.
You can't keep everybody.
Nah, you can't. And the crazy part is, like, I was also thinking about, like, because you gotta think if you do decide to keep some of these people, you gotta think some of the people from last year or the years prior that they've been on the team. Like, I was thinking about Covey. Like, Covey's been our punt returner or returner, and whatever the case may be. And even with that, like, he only plays that position. Now, he possibly could play wide receiver, because I figured, like, because I know people were talking about Hunter Renfrow coming to the team, but I was like, why bring Hunter Renfrow here when you kind of got, like, Covey kind of play the same way? And it's gonna be like a lot of different, people that just ain't gonna make it, So Maddox maybe too as well. So it's gonna be some people that are gonna get cut that we're used to seeing on this team, or that got some talent that might not be here this coming.
I'm in all favor. I mean, I don't want to say this because I do like the guy Maddox. Maddox. The guy is talented.
For sure.
I'm not going to sit here and act like he's not. He's talented. It's just his injuries that's the situation that might keep him off this team. If anything keeps him off the team, it's going to be the injuries. That what I mean. If he get injured during camp, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because now he's eliminating himself. You know what I mean? Because we got too many guys,
with talent,
with talent on the team, and if he get hurt at camp, he might as well just pack it up.
Yeah. Plus, we already, and I know we talked about it before, but he told him he could go out there and go seek, another contract from a different team. They ended up, bringing him back. But at the same time, like, you got a lot of young guys, a lot of young dogs on this team, man. I know he's like, 28, 29. He's getting kind of up there in age as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, but like I said, like, the talent's there, and it would be nice to have him because he's versatile. But if you can't play, it ain't gonna be no need. You know what I'm saying? So,
what's my favorite line?
Hey, man, listen, the best ability is availability, you know.
So he ain't available. He ain't no good.
Nah. What about you said the defense? You said the line too? 'Cause that's one of my concerns as well. Like that line, the pass rush getting there and things like that.
I got a guy that I like, Yannick. I can't pronounce it.
Yannick Ngakoue. Okay,
yeah. I would like him as a depth piece. He did very well. He had 4 sacks last season, right? Okay. But every season prior to that, he had 8 sacks.
Oh, so okay.
Last season, and like I said, he got injured. I think Yannick got injured last season.
Do you know if he's back yet? Like, is he able to practice, or?
He broke his ankle last season in week 14.
Week 14.
He's been working out. Yeah.
Okay. So he okay. I was gonna make sure. Yeah.
He's been working out. So, but I think he would be a good depth piece before us because of the fact that we got Huff, right?
Right.
We signed him. We signed Huff. We gave him the money, but we going to be basing that off of the one season he had with the
Jets.
With the 10 sacks. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got BG and Sweat. They're both our veterans. BG's on his farewell tour.
Right. Right.
Sweat is a tweener. Going to see if he basically is going to be suitable for Fangio's system. Right. Next up, we got Nolan Smith, who must take a leap this season.
He has to.
He must make a leap this season.
Right.
And then we have the draftee, Jalix Hunt. What is he going to bring to the table? Where's he going to fit in at? So, we do have that, but having somebody like Yannick as a safety blanket, a veteran presence, I'm okay with that.
Right. Wait, how old is Yannick? You got his age? You got his age?
5 years old.
So okay, that'll work. That'll work with me. That'll work. So I don't want to bring any like older players, like they've been doing in previous years, bringing in the older players. Like I understand if you do got to do for certain positions, but
he's 27.
That's okay. That's still cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Oh, Doomsday. What's up? What's up, Doomsday?
Doomsday's back in there with us.
Yeah. Make sure I put it up there. There we go.
Okay. Welcome, Doomsday.
What's up, Doomsday? But
Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely. But I think I think the biggest concern, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because of what you just said, like our pass rush wasn't hitting home last year or last season, this past season. So like you bring in, like we lose Hassan Reddick, but then you bring in Huff, which I do think Huff is going to be able to, replicate, somewhat of what he did with the Jets, but it's still like a question mark because we haven't seen it yet. You feel what I'm saying? And Nolan Smith, I really got high hopes for Nolan Smith, man. I don't know why, but I feel like Nolan is going to be. I think he's going to be all right this year, man. I feel like I don't know. I'm sure you've seen it, but he's been going to the different camps and stuff like that. Been working out with different guys and all that good stuff. So I feel like hopefully he can come in here. I know we've seen a little couple glimpses. He didn't get to play that much, but hopefully he can come in, especially with him being the first round pick, because you really got to live up to. You got to live up to that first round, that status. So I would like to see some production from him this year. Like I said, I don't know what exactly happened last year with him. If it was between, the coaching or whatever the case may be, maybe didn't feel like he was ready to be out there. But I really feel like he gotta be one of the guys that do something. Especially with Jalix Hunt coming in. I think Jalix Hunt's probably going to be a decent piece. Because like we talked about before in the last podcast. Him having that, he used to play safety before his growth spurt and all that good stuff, and then eventually moving to where he's at now on the edge and things like that. I feel like with his size, athleticism, and things like that, and Vic liking him, Vic like you, you got it. He's probably going to be out there. So I don't know if he's going to start or anything like that, but we should see him somewhat this season. So it'd be nice to see. And then with Sweat as well, they talked about. I guess they said the reason why he had changed his number was because I guess they're going to use him as one of them linebackers to drop back and things like that. So and he could be another guy, but he really should be leading the pack, honestly, because he's the oldest, he's the veteran here, so he should be leading the pack with the production. So depending on how it goes, man, I don't know. Hopefully everything goes well, but them guys got some big shoes to fill this year because the defense is predicated kind of on their areas, the pass rush getting home, and then the linebackers right there. So so you want to make sure that between that line, the linebackers, you want to make sure that's tied up properly. So yeah, man.
Yeah, and then with our linebacker core. Now, this is another thing I want to bring this topic up. Out of the Georgia guys,
right?
We got Nolan. We got Nicole.
Nakobe Dean, who another one too.
Carter, we got Davis. Okay. Now, which one of them out of them things do you think got the most pressure on them?
I gotta say Nakobe. I gotta say Nakobe.
I think so too.
I gotta say
that's about right.
Yeah, Nakobe, and it's not. It's just like what we just said about Avonte Maddox. it's not that I don't think he don't have the talent. It's just he can't stay on the field for us to see the talent. Like, you know what I mean? And then each year you got to think. You go out here, you draft players and stuff like that. So every year, new talent's coming in, and it's going to get and the cards are getting stacked against you every year. So if you can't play, be out there on the field and do what you got to do, you can't expect. You know, I know we can't expect this. Yeah, you can't expect us to be like, oh, you know, sympathize. You know what I mean? It's all love and all that, but I want to see my man play. I do think he could be, you know, a piece on that on the for the linebackers. But it's going to be hard, man, because if he get injured in like training camp or early in the season, I honestly think it might be a wrap for my man for Nakobe Dean. So I hope he come through with that production this year. He can stay healthy. But
I believe he will.
Yeah, I hope so, man. And he looked like he'd been working out. He got a little bit bigger and stuff like that. So I hope
just like I believe in Nolan Smith. I believe Nolan is going to have a big year this year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. I feel that he's going to step up to the plate and do his due diligence. I'm feeling good about Nakobe Dean somewhat. I just want to see some Huff and Smith combined, maybe 18 sacks. Work. And I can say with that Smith. Is he saying Nolan Smith?
I think so. Nolan Smith and Bryce Huff.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Doomsday. We'll take that. We'll take 18 sacks because my thing is if Huff can come in here, because I don't want to put too much pressure on Nolan Smith because I know he got to play last year, but not a lot. It does need to be some pressure on Nolan, but I want him to. I feel like 5 to 6 sacks from Nolan Smith. If he can do that this year, I think that'd be a good start for him. If Bryce Huff comes in, he already had 10 plus sacks, and that was on part-time production from him. Because he was a rotational piece, I guess. So if he's full-time here, I'm expecting a little bit over 10 sacks because you really got to replace not Bryce Huff, Haason Reddick. What he would do with us, you know what I mean? What he did for us. So. And then I don't mean to change the subject right quick, but did you see? I seen there was a rumor floating around that that the Jets weren't all the way out of considering about trading Haason Reddick or maybe cutting him from the team because of the situations that's been going on. So
I haven't heard anything about it, but I was going to ask you about. Did you hear anything about Haason Reddick updates yet? I know there was a lot of talk prior. About a month ago about Haason not signing, not showing up to OTAs and minicamp and all that there with the Jets. But hey man, Haason Reddick is kind of I love the kid. I got his jersey. I'm a big fan of Haason. So if there's any possible way that they can get him to come back, if the Jets cut him, bring him back, you got Huff and him. Hey,
that'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
We can make it work now.
Absolutely. That's for sure.
Still gonna all be contingent of what Haason can't want as far as the money part.
Yeah. But my thing with him is though he gotta play if he don't play for the Jets this year, he has to play for somebody if he wants to be able to command the contract because he's getting up there in age as well. So it's not too many more years that he has where especially not playing at all. I don't see him not playing at all and trying to come back the year after that. So depending on what the Jets decide to do, I mean, I know they got their problems up there as well. But if they do decide to cut him, I don't mind bringing him back. I know he won a contract and things like that, but if he played for the money that he was supposed to play for when he was here with us. I don't know, but he's going to have to play to be able to command whatever price point he's looking for. So.
Well, we got 20. We got what? We got
like 25.
25.7 mil.
Yeah.
So signing, take 15, 7, 18.
Yep.
18. Come on back home.
He said, "Come on back." Facts. That's facts.
Yeah, and sit on it, man.
And then they even too with training camp start because that Justin Simmons stuff has been floating around as well. Justin Simmons and I think it was a couple other safeties that they had named.
Right.
But it's probably going to be around that time where they start trying to make their different decisions about what teams they want to play for and things like that. So I'm looking forward to maybe seeing that. Hopefully the Eagles start making some moves.
Who was all in that? I had a list of them guys. Justin Simmons, the other kid from
the Bears.
Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson, something like that. Yeah.
the Fangio system. He did
Yep.
well with Fangio, right?
Yep. And he might be cheaper. He might be a cheaper option opposed to going after Justin Simmons because Justin Simmons is all pro coming up all pro season. He he gonna want some money. So not to say the other guy wouldn't, but my thing is I can see why Justin can Simmons can command that kind of money because of the season he just had. So
yeah,
man. So what else we got here?
Let me bring this here topic up.
Go ahead.
I've seen this here just floating around on the internet. I was looking at some content creator stuff. This stuck with me. ESPN top 10 rosters.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah.
Top 10 rosters. 49ers number at 1, Chiefs 2, Ravens 3, Jets 4, Lions 5, Cowboys 6, Bengals 7, Texans 8, Bills 9, Eagles 10. Roster.
What? What?
Now, let me give you my.
What?
I was like, are they kidding, man?
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Every time we come on here, it's always some nonsense. But go ahead. Finish your point.
You're kidding me, man. It's ESPN shares about this here. They got the Jets. They got the Jets at number 4. All the issues they having up there and they talking about the rosters.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Where that falls in that category for the Jets to be up that high. The Cowboys, only thing they did was they re-signed
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah,
that's it.
Another veteran.
And they lost a defensive coordinator as well. So that's going to be a whole nother.
So we're going every defense going to be suspect now.
Yeah, I don't trust my man.
More so than it was before he left.
Right.
We got that issue with the Cowboys, right?
Right.
The Bills, I don't know what they done. They had right.
Nah.
They had a losing off season to me too. They lost Diggs, right? They lost Diggs.
They lost Diggs. They lost Gabe. What's my man name? The other wide receiver. I can't think of my man name. He went to the Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken. Or Jacksonville.
Okay.
Jacksonville. I think he went to one of the Florida teams.
Right. I know you talking
about Gabe. Is it Gabe? Something Gabe? I can't think of my man name, but I can't think of his name, but
I can't say his name either. But at the present time.
Yeah, but
we talking about Doomsday. You know who the guy is from the
Yeah, he probably do, but Gabe Davis, that's what it is. Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis. So
Gabe Davis.
Yes. Yeah. So they lost Gabe Davis. They lost Stephon Diggs. My thing with no disrespect to Josh Allen, but Josh Allen remind me of like when the heat is on, he started doing dumb stuff. He started throwing interceptions. He starts making bad decisions. So my thing is no disrespect to them, but I don't see how you got them ranked that high, but I understand. I can see the Chiefs. Chiefs just won the Super Bowl. Even the 49ers, I can see that too as well. You know what I mean? They were just in the Super Bowl, so I can understand that too. But like,
really got me was the Cowboys and the Jets. Now the Lions got a good chance.
Yes. I can't disrespect them like that because they've been doing all right.
Disrespect the Giants. I mean, they're a well coached team. They're upcoming team. They're young
absolutely.
Team. Yeah, they proved it last season. With their play on the field. So I'm not going to sit there and diss the Lions. I give them their kudos.
Facts, yeah.
But they got the Eagles at number 10, man. So I just threw that in. That's something I'm just going to fly that as a bonus for us. Just to see what kind of feedback we would get back off of that.
Right.
Get some comments on what the people out there think about that list from the ESPN top 10 rosters. Like I stated again, I run down the list one more time for y'all guys, man. 49ers number 1, Chiefs number 2, Ravens number 3, Jets number 4, Lions number 5, Cowboys at number 6.
Number 4.
We got the Bengals at number 7, Texans at number 8, Bills number 9, and our Philadelphia Eagles at number 10, y'all. So
at least we made the 10th spot, though. At least we made the 10th spot.
What our Eagle Nation think about that there, ESPN statement there on our team?
It just don't make sense. That don't make sense. That just don't even make sense to me with the roster that we have. Now understand because new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. You got some new pieces on players and stuff like that. But they be ranked 10th. I don't see that. even over Cincinnati. I think we better than Cincinnati. All due respect, because you got to think, my man, Burrow, he's always injured. He's a great player, but he's another player that's always injured that you have to worry about. They lost Joe Mixon. I don't know who the running back is now. I think Sidney Brown's brother's a running back for them. I don't think he starts though. I don't know who.
Eagles Sidney Brown?
Huh? Eagles Sidney Brown. Yeah, he's a twin. His brother's a running back, if I'm not mistaken, for the Cincinnati Bengals. Or he plays for the Cincinnati Bengals or something like that. But I think he's a running back. And yeah, man, I don't see and what you call and the players, their wide receivers want to get paid. So it's a lot. They got a lot going on down there too as well.
Higgins.
Higgins. Yep. So it's some stuff going on down there too. But I could understand why they got us a little bit lower, but not to be 10th. I'm sorry. 10 is crazy. Yeah. With the roster that we got on both sides of the ball. 10 is crazy, man.
10 is absolutely out of the line.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I thought ESPN had put something out where I thought they said, well, I guess that ain't really the same, but they said we had won the off season when it came to like drafting and things like that. So and the signings and things like
how he made bringing in the quality of players that he brought in,
right?
And with the draft and unrestricted free agency, he did do a good job like that.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
And another thing I want to just throw out there, throw out there, the kid we got from the Jets. What's his name?
You talking about Bryce Huff? Or you talking about Mekhi Becton?
Becton.
Yeah.
Man. I think it once he gets done with Mr. Stoughton, it's gonna be some situation with this kid.
Yeah, man.
He pans out, man. Woohoo! Man.
That's gonna be the Great Wall of China in front of Jalen Hurts, man. I'm telling y'all, and it's gonna create so many. It's gonna create these crazy holes for the running back. So if Saquon or whoever else is back there, or even Jalen Hurts, if he take off, it's gonna be because you gotta think somebody like Mekhi Becton size, or even like Jordan Mailata. They're like 6'6", 6'7". You can take on two people. You know what I'm saying? You can take on two people to the point where your offense running wise, y'all can be running the ball, which I'm hoping that they do this year because we didn't get to see that last year. And then I seen Baldy, he was talking about Mekhi, how good he thought Mekhi Becton was, that he thought he should start. So I'm exactly right. So they say he's not used to playing. Well, he don't play on. I guess he don't play on the left side, but they said he like it though. They say he does pretty well on that side. So
why would they put him on the left side? I thought they were going to use him.
Was it right? Is it the right side?
Yeah, the right side.
Okay. Oh, because that'd be what you call it. I just Mailata, my fault. Yeah. So yeah. So we'll see, man. I don't know, but I think Mekhi Becton is going to make a name for himself, and hopefully he does, because we can maybe get him on a somewhat of a cheaper deal. Him being a first round draft pick and things like that. Maybe if he pans out, he can solidify that offensive line for the next 4 to 5 years, whatever the case may be, whatever Howie and them decide to do. But yeah, man, Mekhi, I think is going to be a big plus for us that a lot of people ain't talking about. So
yeah, I like the pickup when we first got him. Another kid I'm going to talk about too is you got Gabe Hall.
Ooh, another one.
He's another one, right?
He's another one.
He's another one, right? So I mean, we got some lucky charms that we might pull out our hat this year.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We got some really good picks and signs that if they pop up and come through, man, and pay attention to detail.
Oh shoot.
We got some good stuff here, man.
Right.
We got some good stuff here. We have this would be let's check this out. If Gabe Hall checks out, right? If Becton checks out, right? If Jalen Hunt checks out, right? Oh my God, that's enough right there. I mean, we ain't even talk about the Quinyons and the Cooper DeJeans, right?
But even them, because I've been hearing was that Darius Slay that said that? I was watching the Green Light podcast with Chris Long. He used to play for the Eagles the Super Bowl season. He had Darius Slay on there, and he was even saying, it was Thomas Mott had Mickey Garner, the safety for the Eagles. Yeah. And he had asked him. Yes, he plays and he could play safety as well. I forgot. I no disrespect to my man, but I forgot about my man because we just kept talking about CJ and Sidney Brown and them guys back there. I
You
forgot
got
all
Hall
about
too, though. You got Hall.
Tyler Hall for the cornerback. Yeah, for the cornerback position. So it's a lot of different guys because I know Makai can play safety and he can play corner. So and he did okay last. Did he play? Was it last year? If I'm not mistaken.
Makai Gardner, right?
Yeah. Yep.
He's another one. He's a sleeper. And when he played well.
Yeah. And I know he had that injury, whatever the case may be. So we got to see how that go. But other than that, man, and that's what getting back to what we were saying before. All the talent that's on the team, it's like, who are y'all going to like? How do you fit all this on the 53-man roster? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different players. But I'm sorry, I got off topic there. But what he said though. He has said that both Quinyon and Cooper DeJean, he said for them to be rookies, they are so smart. He said they're so smart, they're athletic. So I'm expecting some big things from them. I don't see how you can even try to remotely bench them guys. Got James Bradbury situation. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't think honestly, I hope they find him a trade sooner, but we ain't heard no more about, he was linked to a couple of different teams, but we really ain't heard no more. So are they deciding to keep James Bradbury? Because they was talking about moving him to safety as well. And
that would be a bad choice.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying, like, so I'm thinking he was going to be a post-June cut, and nothing has happened. So right. I'm a little lost with that.
Everybody would have that same thought that he would cut him and just move forward with what we have.
Yeah,
but got something up their sleeve. How we got something up their sleeve?
I hope so.
How he's not done?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, by a long shot, he's not done, man. So. I'm looking forward to was all that what was it? Where's all that last six? What did he say? We are all
when you read your list, he said we're at least sixth on the list. The ESPN list.
Yeah, you're right about that, Doomsday. I agree with you on that. I don't know what who made that list up for ESPN, and I'm not going to sit here and try to justify what they did. I read it off as I seen it. I made my comments on it. I'm looking for some feedback from the Eagles Nation out there, what they think about it. So,
right.
I will respond back to each and every one of y'all who responds to that topic that I just brought up about ESPN's top 10, with the Eagles being at number 10. And if you didn't see it, go back and listen to the tape and give me your opinion on it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But once
Drop
again,
it in the comments.
Thank all those who are here that stopped by for the show tonight. I'm ready for Bet on Yourself Media Sport, and that's my main man up there, Now Frazier from No Cut Podcast, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go check him out over there. Give him some support, man.
Likewise, same way.
That's all. Help a brother out. We ain't asked for much.
Thanks. Yeah,
hit that thumbs up. Hit that and hit that notification bell so you can get this content once it's released. Yeah, man. That's all we want, man. And I haven't forgot. I know I mentioned it on episode 2.
Okay.
2 or 3 about the t-shirts.
Oh yeah. Go plug it in there. Plug it in there.
I'm just wanted to get. I got to get with you on some ideas before I actually put them out to get them done. So we'll talk on that on another thing. But
yeah. Just give me a call. We can talk about that.
So we will have some Mean Green podcast t-shirts coming out, and I do have some Bet on Yourself Media t-shirts. I'm going to be giving away some on my show.
There you go.
So link up with me. Check it out. Check me out. But you must be subscribed to the channel to win the shirt.
Yep.
There's some nice shirts, man. So
absolutely.
Check me out this week. All right. But yeah, let's get back to this here, man. Oh, I know somebody I want to talk about. My man, since we talked about his brother playing for Cincinnati, Sidney Brown. Moving good, looking good.
You see the video?
Yes. I did see the video.
Yes.
I did get to see the video, but I'm like I stated earlier before we started, when we started, my work schedule is really hectic. It's coming to a point where I will know where I'm going to be at, when I'm going to be, where I'm going to be at, but that's going to be until next month. So bear with me. I'm going to pop in here and do my own thing, and we're going to try to do this here every week. One day a week. We'll try to get 2 days in if we can. I got several people that say they want to come on. but the timing is not just right now.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever they can, man. Or for you too as well, for your situation.
Well, it got to fall in the frame for both of us. So
yeah.
So, I mean, but they're willing to come on, and I think if I may have mentioned, I got a Redskins fan. We got to bring on. But he's very knowledgeable of the Redskins. I'll tell you that he's very knowledgeable. He's been a Redskins fan since I known him. And he's a good, very close to me. And he's a family member.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he wants to get on here bad, but I said, we got you. Hold your horses. Do your homework on your team first.
Right.
He knows everything about the guy. So
we'll
get him on here. Mr. Hagler. His name is Mr. Hagler. So we got you, Lee. I got you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the more the merrier, man.
Yeah.
The more the merrier.
We gotta be on our A game because he knows about the Redskins. I don't know too much about them, but I'm gonna do my homework.
That's fine. I'll spark notes or whatever they call it, whatever I used to use in college. So yeah, I'll do something.
Now they got the internet, I can push a button.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, he's one guy. So yeah, we're gonna have some other things going on, man. So just like I said, man, hang in there with us, man. We're not asking for much, just a little bit of love, a little bit of your time. We ain't taking up much of your time. We're not gonna try to drag it out for 7 hours or 4 hours. Keep it to a bare minimum. 45 minutes to an hour, I think is good enough. To spill the beans and talk. That's we got some people that want to share their input about things, and then we could elaborate on those. But yeah, man, hit the subscribe button. Join Mean Green Podcast family. Join Now Frazier and the No Cut Podcast family, and Bet on Yourself Media family. Okay, we all here for y'all, man. It's all about y'all. Without y'all, there ain't no one of us. So we need y'all support.
Not at all. So
take it away now.
So one more thing I got here that we talked about earlier. Because I've been looking at first and foremost, I've seen that the Gainwell thing that came up about him possibly being a trade shooter for another team.
Check.
So I was looking. Two players that I thought, and I know these players are a little bit older, right? But I feel like they'll fit the mold for the Eagles. So I got Leonard Fournette here, and I got Kareem Hunt. Yeah, I seen because I'm just thinking about that Super Bowl season, right? When we went to the Super Bowl, not this last time, but when we won the Super Bowl in 2017, and we had Jay Ajayi, we had Blount and Clemente and all that. So, or Clemens, however you say his last name, but I'm thinking like, do we need like another dual threat back there? So somebody and I like Kareem Hunt. I think he's a great dual threat back, and then Leonard Fournette as well. But Leonard Fournette hasn't played since 2022, if I'm not mistaken. But I did see that he wanted to come back and try to find. I'm supposing he wanted to play for a contender team. So
absolutely,
So I'm like, the best place for you to come, my boy, is to the Philadelphia Eagles. You feel what I'm saying?
Is he in shape though? What has he been doing?
Well, he said he's in shape, but they always say that, man. You know how they be like, oh, he's in the greatest shape of his life, like, bro.
Trying to sell their product.
Yeah, hey, well, listen, man.
Come to camp, get signed, come to camp.
Yeah,
if you got what it takes, we'll keep you.
For sure. Yeah, you can put him on I mean, you're not giving too much money, but like a little veteran deal, whatever the case may be. Go from there, see how he performs. But I felt like no disrespect to Kenneth Gainwell, but I feel like maybe, because I know the guys we did draft, they're still rookies, and I do got high hopes for Shipley and Milton. I've been watching a lot of their film and things like that. Like they got to work on some things. Of course, they're rookies, but if you want to bring in another veteran person at that position, I do feel like one of those guys will fit the mold. So I know Kareem had some issues back in the day. We ain't got to get into all that, but my thing is his talent. I feel like talent-wise, he's still there. He was able to. Was it last year he played for Chubb, or the year before that? Him and Chubb were like sharing. So they was sharing carries, and I know Chubb went out for the rest of the year, so he did pretty well. So maybe there's still something there with him. Maybe Eagles can utilize him, or Kellen Moore can utilize him in some way. But he can run. He's a bruiser back, and he can catch the ball. So my thing is this: that's killing two birds with one stone. So With both those guys. Yeah, with both those guys.
That can do those type of things.
Yeah, man. So I would like to see maybe what they do. But like I said before, I just feel as though like all this is going to boil down to like what we see in training camp coming up. You said what's the day for training camp? It's the 23rd. Okay. So and then something else as well though. When we had them joint practices with the different teams, because that's how we ended up acquiring Isaiah Rodgers. Philly had the joint practice with
Indianapolis.
Yeah, and how we just made a call to his agent. He was like, I wasn't even there. He was like, you want to come play for the Eagles? And he was like, hell yeah. So usually how he come out of there with a player, you know what I'm saying, somebody of interest.
There was a gentleman that was mentioned from the New England. Is it a linebacker?
You talking about I was talking to Philly Mike about this. I can't even think of my man's name, but he had 28 sacks.
Right. I can't remember his name.
God.
I recall somebody.
Judon? Is it Judon?
It might
Matt
be
Judon. Yeah, I think it's Judon.
It may be Judon.
Because he was saying how he would fit in Kellen Moore's system. Not Kellen, I'm sorry, Vic Fangio's defensive system. Excuse me, because he can rush and he can drop back into coverage. So, and then with him having 28 sacks over these last 2 seasons, I think it's just one more sack than Hassan Reddick. But with him having 28 sacks, but the only way we can get him, I think, is we have to trade for him. So maybe get rid of Bradbury. I don't know. I don't know what the needs of the Patriots are, but
we can leave Bradbury up there in New England.
So yeah, man. So I don't know how that's going to work, per se. But I know we do have to trade for Matt Judon if we do decide to go that way. I think he got some.
You know what?
What's up?
No. And this is serious talk.
Mm-hmm.
James Bradbury is getting a lot of flack about his age and basically comes down to the play in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and and then what happened with the draft, that kind of made his situation even more of a reason for the fan base to want to push him out the door.
Right.
The requirements of Q. I mean, and I get it, but I still kind of feel like Bradbury still has something in the tank. I mean, I do.
If you go ahead, I'll let you.
If we keep him, you're going to handcuff Quentin Mitchell.
They're going to handcuff a lot of people because Quinyon, you got Isaiah Rodgers because he fell on the outside. Yeah. So it's like, it's like, you know what I mean? And I want the rookies to see the field because that was a problem last year. The rookies, some of them seen the field, but most of them didn't. Like Nolan Smith, he should have been out there more often. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was just a whole bunch of just stuff that was just messed up. So my thing is this: we're bringing somebody like Quinyon here and Cooper DeJean. I want both of them. They ain't got to start, but I need them to see the field a little bit more often than what the guys did last year because I feel like they do got the talent. And that's what the players keep saying. Now, you got to see this when the games start and all that.
They do have the talent, bro.
Yeah. But you just want to make sure, like I said, like when they're in game, they get acclimated, they understand what's going on and stuff like that. But I do want them to be out there on that field this year, man. I don't want them riding the bench. I don't want to see none of that this year, and I don't think they will. Because Vic Fangio going to put the best, whoever he feels as though is the best player, on the team, he's going to put him out there.
I ain't got no doubt in my mind that Vic Fangio, because like he made the statement, Darius Slay made the comment too.
Mm-hmm.
Vic, I don't care how much money you make, if you ain't performing, you ain't gonna be out on the field.
Nope.
I'm glad that we got a coach like that not gonna say, well, he getting paid too much for him not to play.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're not performing up to your ability or up to the ability of the standard that we set here, then I don't care what you making. Sit down, get your mind right.
Yeah.
Work on your technique or whatever the situation
you're having
problems with, and work your way back on the field. As of right now, you second or third string.
Right. But I think that's what Bradbury's I mean, and I ain't gonna say Bradbury's always been like a top corner, but like he has like a good season, he has a bad season. So he's coming off it was a bad season for Bradbury. If you look at the trajectory, this should be a good season for him. And if you remember back in 2022, this was the defense that we was running. Now I know Vic Fangio wasn't the he wasn't the coordinator at the time, but he was here, consulting with the offense and stuff like that. And I'm sure he gave his 2 cents on the defense and things like that. But I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but maybe I don't know. Maybe maybe he wants to keep him. Maybe Vic wants to keep Bradbury for veteran presence. Maybe he think he still has something left. Maybe he's seen something in OTAs. I don't know. But you couldn't have seen nothing in OTAs because he didn't really play. He wasn't really there. So I don't know I don't know exactly what's going on with his situation. Like I said, I do kind of feel bad for my man, but at the same time, when I look at them highlights, man, it wasn't even a highlight. But when I'm sitting here watching him, he's missing tackles. It's just like what's happening? Is it a mind thing? I don't know, but I know the Super Bowl probably did something to him. I understand, but that you got that's water under the bridge now, bro. You gotta, you getting paid to be out there and doing your job. So
you got leave that back there where it's at.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing you can do about that now. So and I just feel like I don't know. Maybe he's in the plans, but I don't see him being in the plans for the simple fact that they went out here and got Isaiah Rodgers, who's playing on the outside. You went out here and got Quinyon, he could play on the outside. Coop DeJean, wherever he decided to put him at, but he could probably play on the outside as well. So my thing is there's so many different people and that has talent that has to see the field. What are you gonna do? Because they keep saying Darius Slay gonna be out there on the other side, but then him too, he's getting older as well.
All right, let me ask you this here. Let's jump over here to this position. We ain't talk about that. Let's jump over to the tight end position.
Oh, okay.
What now? I like Alberto.
So do I.
I think Alberto is what we need, and he's going to be a significant piece of this offense this upcoming season. I think that Kellen Moore is going to utilize him a lot more with the double tight end sets.
Right.
I think he's the guy that they should utilize. He can catch. He can block. I mean, he's good downfield. So I watched a lot of film on him when we first got him from Denver. I went back and watched a lot of film on this guy. And we traded for him. We didn't even utilize him either.
Same
thing we did with
with some of them rookies. Yeah.
I don't even want to go back down that rabbit hole.
Right.
But I believe he's going to be something special. We did acquire the guy from the Jets, right? Am I right?
What you talking about? CJ Uzomah? I don't know where CJ came from. You talking about the other tight end though, right?
Yeah, I think he came from the Jets.
Okay. Yeah, I remember them signing him.
I think he came from the Jets. This guy. So we got Dallas Goedert, Alberto, the Jet guy we acquired from
CJ Uzomah.
And what's the one?
There's another one.
Calcaterra, the one that keeps having all the headaches.
Yeah, I don't think Calcaterra might. I don't know if he's gonna make it, man. I don't know if he's gonna make it.
He's another one.
Yeah, because
if he ever hiccup during training camp, he's out.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen at camp? I believe a lot of these guys want to either eliminate themselves by getting injured. You know what I mean? If you ain't a top tier guy and you trying to make the team and you get hurt,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Yeah, the right.
It's a wrap.
I think that's going to be a telltale sign of how it's going to help the coordinators make the decision.
Make it easy on themselves, huh?
I swear to you, bro. I mean it's from serious, all from my heart.
No, for real, I got you.
I feel for them coordinators, man.
Yeah, man.
Them guys down, they got to make these decisions when it comes down to these guys that we got on this roster. Our roster is so stacked.
Stacked.
It's ridiculous, man.
That's why I said when you said we were number 10 on the ESPN list, I'm like, how they come up with that?
Man, them guys, they must have been sipping on some gin and juice or something.
Yo.
When they were doing that, they must have been sipping on gin.
Yeah. Oh boy. But I don't get it though. But I do like all seriousness though, like between Dallas and then Albert O, I really do feel because you can run Dallas as a divergent, and then you can run Albert O whatever which way you want. You'll play him, whatever the case may be. So I feel like he's athletic enough. He's still a younger tight end too as well. So I feel like he's going to be a good addition.
Check this out. You got Albert O, Cotter, right? AJ Brown outside. You have Smitty in the slot, right?
Yeah, he's gonna eat.
What's the young boy from Texas? We got Texas Tech.
He's from is it Texas? Not Texas.
Texas Tech, ain't it?
Nah. Smith went to. Their colors is like maroon. I can't even think of the school's name. A&M. Is it Tech? Oh, maybe it is Texas A&M. Yeah, Texas A&M. Yeah, my fault. My fault.
Yeah, okay, he went him.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, what's up, Ant?
Yo, Ant. Yo,
what's going on, Ant?
What's up, Ant? You know.
Hey, yo, Ant. Answer the questions you be asking me, man. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, Ant. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's my guy too.
Yeah. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Ant. But
yeah, so, go ahead, man.
Yeah, but I do think like Albert O is going to be a key piece, because I feel like that middle of the field is where the tight end really should be eating. The tight end, see, my thing was with the tight end this year, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like they were moving him to the outside of the ball. He would have, his little go across the middle and things like that. But at the same time, you want the tight end to utilize the middle of that field, big target, things like that. So between Dallas and Dallas is always usually he'll be out for a few games during the season. Maybe Albert O can step in, to that position and eat. Because I don't really feel like they utilized him too well when he was with Denver. And I don't think was Russell Wilson the quarterback at that time when he was still there?
No.
Was it Drew Lock or whatever they had at the time? So you really didn't get this, and he still was being productive there. But you got Jalen Hurts now. Like he should be able to. I think he'd be a sleeper, but what inside? Inside, I think he'll be a sleeper, but I don't know if he can block. Yeah, I don't know. Can he block? Yeah, if he can block, then cool.
He did above average in blocking when he was with Denver.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit there and say he's an excellent blocker, but he did above average blocking downfield. Anyway, his downfield blocking was up to par.
Right.
Now, I don't know what as far as off the line of scrimmage, but up the field, his blocking was good, and for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think tight end, and I think tight end is going to be like I said with Kellen Moore. I know he likes to utilize that tight end, and I know they were talking about, especially with Dallas never having like a 1,000-yard season. Now I'm not saying you got to go out and have a 1,000-yard season, but I'm expecting him to utilize those tight ends a little bit more often. Even with Smitty too, like Smitty being able to move around. I think Smitty really going to have a great season this year. Like he didn't had 1,000 yards last two seasons, but I think he's going to be utilized a little bit more this upcoming season with Kellen Moore in his system. So it's going to be that's going to be another thing to look out for, because that's going to be the biggest thing, is getting those mismatches on defense with the motion and then moving your players around and stuff like that. That's going to be the biggest way for us to, to exploit the different defense that we see from week to week. So yeah, I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping and praying that they get this. It's not a slow start. I know they keep talking about, Kellen Moore coming in here and things like that. You got a new offensive coordinator, you got things to learn. But I do think the guys, they're taking it really serious this year, especially with how the season ended last year. I got most of the guys on Instagram, and all I be seeing is workout videos from everybody. So I know everybody else is working out too in other NFL teams, but at the same time, I just feel like these guys want it, man. They got the talent on the team. You get Saquon Barkley this offseason to bolster up that backfield. You can't have this go left. It has to go right. So hopefully we say, man, somebody gonna show it. Let him know. Let him know. He said, Ant said, he said, man, Smitty gonna show that incredible route tree. Kellen Moore is drooling. He said, yeah, for sure. For sure. So
he's drooling. And
man.
He should be drooling.
To have this kind of talent, man, like Saquon, like just Saquon Barkley back there in the back. I still don't fully process that, because it's like, bro, Saquon Barkley's in the backfield with AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts is your quarterback, Dallas, and then whoever they figure with wide receiver 3 and Smitty.
I'm not even worried about. I see where you at. I look at it like this: he in the backfield with Malata, Jurgens,
yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
We know them guys. I'm talking about the guys up front, the hole that he's gonna be seeing. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
So let me ask you this too, because I seen somebody else talking about this. How comfortable do you feel about Cam Jurgens being a center now? Are you comfortable with him? You feel good?
I feel good because of the fact that he's been under the tutelage of Kelsey 2 seasons. He knows what to do. I think it's not gonna be no pressure on this young man. Pressure from the standpoint, from the standpoint of the fans trying to put pressure on him.
Yeah. What they expecting from him.
Ready.
Yeah.
Internally, he's ready. I believe he's ready to go. I believe he's going to. Don't now listen. Don't take this the wrong way, fans of people. Eagle Nation. He's not going to come in here and be a Kelce.
Nah,
I'm not saying that. But if we can get 50% of him being a piece of Kelce, we won the battle.
Yes.
If he could be 50% of what Kelce was, we won the battle.
Yeah. And I just hope too. And you know something else with that too, because you know, I don't know. Well, you probably do know, but what's my man name before? Yeah, Jason Kelce and then Jalen Hurts. Because you know, I don't know if you ever heard, but Jalen Hurts said he had to change his stance up too to catch the ball when Kelce will hike it. So I wonder how that's going to affect his gameplay too. Maybe you know what I mean, because I feel like maybe if you get his stance better, he can get the ball out a little bit quicker, whatever the case may be. Not that there was a problem before, but I want to see how he adjusts with Cam Jurgens now that he's hiking the ball to him. See if that makes a difference for him with the technique and all that. So
you better believe they done got together.
Oh, I'm hoping
got together and been working with that. Just like I was going to bring this up too. How everybody was, and they still are doing it, bashing Jalen Hurts. What he saying up there?
He said Cam going to be straight. Only thing will be the middle part, because Kelce made all those calls for the O-lineman. Cam did it at Nebraska, so I think he can do the calls for O-line. Oh, calling out the blitzes and stuff like that. Yeah. That's going to be another key piece too as well. And go ahead, Mr. My fault, Mr. Reggie. Go ahead.
I believe he's going to be fine. You hit that right on the head, and he's done it before. See, understand. Kelce is the one who selected him.
Handpicked him.
Handpicked him. And he was handpicked by Kelce. Kelce had him underneath his wing since he's been here. I mean, he did get to play on the offensive line and see how things are. You know what I mean? So I'm quite sure in practice, Kelce was giving him
what to look for, like when you see this coverage or whatever. Yeah. Right. And you know something else too. Dickerson was a center before he made his transition. He used to do the same thing. So I wonder if they got like some type of combination between the two of them calling out different things. But if something, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it could be.
Yeah, because my thing is, I mean, the more the merrier. My thing is, if you see something, you know what I mean, you can let Jalen Hurts know. I do want Jalen Hurts to get to that point, which it does take time. Like every quarterback can't read defenses. I remember Patrick Mahomes won the Super Bowl. He said he couldn't even read defense. He said, "I'm like, what? I'm like, what?" So that's like
you just said with Lane Dickinson. You see something, say something.
Exactly. Don't let this go left. If you see something that I'm not seeing, let me know, please, for sure. So
say something. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Too, man. You know what I mean?
But it's definitely time though, like because Cam, the younger guys to step up, man. You know what I mean? It's no disrespect to the older guys. But I remember Howie Roseman saying, like when he was going into this draft, he was saying that the players that he was going to draft, he wanted them to be ready to play. Now that don't mean maybe starting, but if their number gets called, he wants them ready to play. So my thing is this: all these, because my thing is you can't keep trying to bring older players to this team. No disrespect to the older players, like I said, because maybe they might fit somewhere in a veteran aspect. But my thing is you want this team to be a little bit younger, opposed to years before. Get these guys acclimated to seeing, like, and I'm not saying we're not going to do nothing this year, but say we don't make it to the Super Bowl, okay. But hopefully everything stays the same, where they can you bring back the same guys. They kind of know what's going on. Now you're ready for that next season. You should be expecting a way better season. So my thing is this: with these younger guys, they got some holes, some shoes to fill. So my thing is, I'm looking to see how they get acclimated with this year, new coaching and things like that. But yes, man, it's time for these young guys to step up, man. This is y'all want to be in the NFL. This is a man's game. You got to step it up. So
we got the right character of guys that we
absolutely.
And our culture is a culture like none other around the league. That's why a lot of guys are willing to take the money that we offer them because they're into a great culture, the team atmosphere. The facility is great. I mean, fan bases top of notch around the league.
You know what else? Something else you didn't mention?
What's that?
If you do your job, you get paid. If you do
Yeah.
if you do what they ask them to do, they're going to pay you. They
Check
pay.
on that.
Yeah, they paid all these players this year. Now, we had a little down year, but they paid all these players. They keep them here. You know what I'm saying? Some of them took a little pay cut, whatever the case may be. But then even with Mekhi Becton coming here, he said he wanted to learn under Stoutland.
Right.
You know the Jets up there always been a it's been wild up there for God knows how long.
Right.
Come here, you got the right coaches for your position that can get you paid. If you perform, you can get paid. You are a first round draft pick. Right. You can possibly get paid. So my thing is this: hopefully,
I haven't seen nobody fail that went to Stoutland University yet.
Me neither. It's only when they leave. They leave, it's a problem. Right. So what he said on one of your last videos, I'm with you, Keegan. I like Steen. I don't like Becton, but love Keegan. Oh boy, you don't like him. You don't like what you call it? You don't like Becton? He said you don't like Becton. He said.
I love Keegan.
I know.
I think Keegan, and I did mention that, and you're right. I think Keegan is one of the best draft picks that they got out of this draft this year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so hard. Honestly, I'm going to get his jersey. I'm a big Keegan fan. I love what he done at Michigan. This guy didn't let a quarterback get touched. I got to go back here. I think he only allowed like 6 touches.
For the whole time he was there, his whole duration, they said. Yeah.
He only allowed 6 quarterback touches.
Yeah.
So, a guy like that, you got it. I don't know how he fell down to us like that, but God is good. God is good.
All the time, brother. All the time. Yes, sir. All the time.
Just get in, and you hit that on nose, man. He's going to be in trouble. Listen to this.
Go ahead.
Now, he might be a problem in keeping him off the field, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he might cause a situation where got to get him out there on the field, man. But this boy is that talented.
And that's what I'm saying. That training camp going to show us a lot because I know.
Talented, man.
I hear you. I know they want Steen because when Steen get drafted, was it last year or the year before last? I know he's
fairly the year before last.
Okay. I know.
One on his 3rd year, I believe.
I know they like him. Was that the one they compared? Was it Steen? Was it Steen? Did you see that press conference with Stoutland? Was it Steen that he compared to Brandon Brooks? And if you know, let me know. Somebody let me know that's watching this. But Stoutland compared somebody to Brandon Brooks. He was saying that the prototypical player that he was looking for is like a Brandon Brooks, and I think he was talking about Tyler Steen. So I'm thinking Tyler Steen is going to get the nod for that. But at the same time, Trevor Keegan, bro, you can't deny that.
No,
you can't deny Trevor Keegan, man.
That's gonna be you know what? That's gonna be another battle.
That's gonna be a battle right there.
Down at the camp that I'm looking forward to. That was my back. That was on my back shoulder.
Answer the year was
my back shoulder. Yes,
it
was.
Yeah, he said it was. So yeah. So I'm thinking Steen gonna get. Because they're probably gonna give him an opportunity to prove himself. But like I said, with the rest of these positions, it's competition at all these positions. So if somebody gets hurt, I know Keegan had was it a sleeve on his leg? I can't remember. I remember making a video about it.
He had a calf.
Yeah. Nothing. I don't think it was nothing too crazy. So he didn't really participate too much. But
he strained his calf muscle.
Yeah, something like that. So
training camp, he be ready.
Yeah. But that's what's really going to tell us, man, especially with that O-line, because I'm trying to tell you, like, you're right. Trevor Keegan he's a dog, man. He's a dog. He got it in him too. So hopefully
he's gonna cause problem for them too.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get him out there.
They're gonna have to.
They're gonna have. Yeah, no, you're right. They're gonna have to get him out there. I know Stoutland was talking about he want to keep playing it. He wants to play the same 5 guys. So I mean, depending on who that is, like I said, it is what it is. But he might have to with the talent that he has. I don't see why you want to rotate the players if they know what they're doing. You keep your first team players, healthy and stuff like that. You ain't got to play as many snaps, whatever the case may be, but it just depends on what they're looking for, what they want to do. But I know you say you want to keep them 5 out there. So
looking at the depth chart, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we got, right? I'm looking at the depth chart here, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the players that we got on the team, for him to don't want to rotate would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got a great opportunity right here with the players and the positions that he got at his disposal to rotate them young guys in there and get these young guys some ample snap at least.
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely.
I'll say this in his behalf, according to the circumstances and the situation of the game. So we got to keep that in mind too. Game situational situations that's going on in game will make a difference or who he selects to have on the field at the specific time.
Right.
Keep that in mind. So I know everybody wants, he ain't playing these guys. It's got to be game awareness. You got to be, you got to be.
And I'd rather it be like that though, because I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like I need everybody coaches, I need everybody to be on their P's and Q's. Like don't just sit there and do what we did last year, coming out here with the same game plans, trying to do the same. Like it don't work like that in the NFL. You got to adjust from week to week.
Look, they look, we so good. We even paid Jake Elliott. Listen, Jake
making the case. Jake making the case is one of the best kickers in the league now. I know Justin Tucker's up there, but Jake making the case.
How we ain't playing, man. And we brought back Man, right? We brought Man back, right? Oh man, it's so lovely looking at this here, man. It's
wait. Ant said he said if Keegan don't start, somebody better not get hurt because ain't no looking back. Keegan will take over. Yeah, man. And you know another player I think that's going to have that same opportunity. Remember we was talking about Nakobe Dean. If Nakobe Dean go down and Jeremiah Trotter comes in, I really do think that Jeremiah Trotter can keep that position. I was sitting there looking at his film too. I'm like, if Nakobe
he can cover,
and he can get to the quarter. So my thing is this: if something happened, and that's what I'm saying, there's so much competition with these different positions. If somebody go down, man, it's probably gonna be your job. It's probably gonna be your job unless something happened to them, whatever the case may be. See, me too. See, because it's like I said, it's just because you got to think every year, and I feel like now with all the different, all these different types of training, every year I feel like there's more and more talent at all these positions that you can't just be like, oh, we're going to wait on Nakobe Dean, or we're going to wait on Devontae Maddox. No. You can't do that, man. You can't do that, especially how he goes. He'll go into the draft. We got 9 picks for next year. Oh, 9 picks for next. You know what I'm saying? Like you can reload the team again. So it's so much that goes into this. It's going to be a lot to see between training camp and then when the preseason start. If anybody gets hurt or if anything happens to anybody, man, there's some players that can step up and take those positions. So yeah, man. Yeah, no, I know.
You know what I mean? So
I know.
Like I said, man, this is gonna be. I'm gonna tell you. For me, I'm excited right now, even just thinking and talking about it.
Right.
Gonna be one that I believe personally will be one of the best spring practices, training camps we're gonna have, man. This is gonna be one of the top.
Probably.
This is gonna be one of the top training camps coming up, man.
Well, and got another one for you on. Let's see. He said since we live, and I know he is a guy convinced. He said convinced on Hunt. Come on, he said I'm open minded. What you don't like Hunt? You don't like Jalen Hunt?
I tried to explain to Mr. Ant before.
Yeah.
I tried to explain to you this guy Hunt. Just be patient with me. Don't beat me over the head yet with the paddle.
Well,
He's gonna prove me right by the end of the season.
Yeah,
so we can evaluate this conversation, revisit this conversation down the line. Okay?
Well, listen, while we got Ant here, Ant, tell us why, bro. Tell us why you think Jalen Hunt, you ain't got too much faith in him. You know what I mean? Because I would like to hear. I'm never opposed to hearing why somebody don't feel as though a person shouldn't be out there, whatever the case may be. But I like I said before, like I feel like Jalen Hunt, like I know they're right. Like he's a unique player because it's like you played safety and then you grow some more and you move down and you start playing edge and linebacker, whatever the case may be. So it's like I think with his and he seems to be a pretty smart kid too. He went to Cornell and all that good stuff. Yeah. So I feel like with his experience being playing on the defense, playing the safety and stuff like that, and then moving to where he is now, I feel like that's really gonna help him when he drops into coverage. And he's like 6'4", 6'3". He's a big dude, so long too, arms is long and all that, long body parts, pause. But I think he's gonna be, and he's Vic Fangio's. He was like handpicked. and picked him. So so it's just I would like to see how that pan out as well too. I do got high hopes for Jalen Hurts. I like his attitude. It remind me of BG and things like that. But I would like to, I would like to see what Vic Fangio does with him because
Vic Fangio and picked him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I heard through the grapevine from other teams that they were talking about. They didn't name the team, but they said other teams weren't interested in him, but just not at that position in the third round. They thought he probably should have been like a fourth, fifth, maybe slid a little bit. But I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see what they do with him, man. I know he's kind of like an unknown type of guy. Went to a smaller school, things like that. But sometimes small, them, like you gotta think. Which go went to Toledo, Quinyon Mitchell. He went to Toledo, and that's not a big school, and he shined there. Sean Stevens went to Ferris State or something like that. However you say that, and he shined there too. So say it again. Say it again. Yeah. So. You feel what I'm saying? Not fast either. Oh, Jerry Rice not fast, but Jerry Rice was a baller, man. So you never know, man. You might be able to find some of those gems at these small schools. I remember working with my man, Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis, because he's a big Eagles fan. He was telling me, he was like, "Why go to a big school where you can be a small part of the action, when you can go to a small school and be a big part of the action, be the main focal point?" He said, because if you got the talent, they're going to find you regardless. You know what I mean? Well, most teams will try to find you. So, you never know, man, what you can find at these smaller schools. But hopefully Jalen Hurts, he does pan out and becomes a gem. I'm hoping, because with that third round pick, he got to turn into something with the third round pick. Because I feel like those first, the first. He said he on board. He said he on board now. Nah, that's okay. Because it's nothing wrong. That's anybody that's watching this. It's nothing wrong with the questions that we have, because we don't know. This is all speculation, my brother. Like, we don't know. We're just sitting here just making up, what we think in our minds it could possibly be. So, we won't know until, training camp starts and then the season starts. So say it again.
I said he right. You gonna wait to see some live action?
You gotta see some live action, but that's what I'm saying with these younger guys. I feel like that was the problem last year. You can't be scared to put rookies out there on the field, because we feel like they're going to make mistakes. I know you want to win every game possible. Yeah, they're going, but that's why the preseason is an indicator. Get them out there, let them see how they move, see how they play. I don't know about the Brazil game. I probably will wait to see how that pan out. But like some of these earlier games where we're not playing, like a crazy team, put them young guys out there, man. Kansas City had them young guys out there on their defense. They made mistakes, but they played through it
all year long.
Yeah, they played through it, man. Because you gotta. It's the big leagues now. You gotta see what you got out there. You know what I'm saying? You
put them guys to the fire, man.
Exactly.
Fire, man.
Same thing. Vic Fangio was talking about. How much can I throw at these guys? How much can I give them before they can't process, or whatever the case may be. So I'm hoping that they have that mentality this year. We're getting some of these younger guys out on that field, because I think there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent on that team, man. I know we got some older guys we talked about, but there's a lot of young talent on that team, man. I just want to see how they utilize it on both sides of the ball. So we got another one from Ant. He said, "I know they did Nolan dirty last year." He said, "We know way more about him if they played him." Yeah, man. Yeah. Ant, no, I'm a Nolan fan. Ant know that. But we gotta see, man. We just gotta see. But my fault, Mr. Bridges. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so we just gotta see, man. I'm high on Nolan Smith too. We talked about him earlier too, and but him not playing last year, like I said, you've seen the glimpses and stuff like that. I know Doomsday had said something about the 18 sacks between him and Huff. So hopefully, man, hopefully we get that. But I really feel like Nolan. To me, I feel like Nolan's ready. I think because of his situation, I know he had like a shoulder injury last year, so maybe that's another reason why they didn't want to play him as much to preserve that. And already had Hassan Reddick in front of him too as well, so it wasn't really probably no reason for him to play as much. But he learned behind Hassan this past year. Hopefully, he taught him enough for him to go out there this year, and he can exploit what he's seen. So yeah, man. Yeah.
I like.
Nolan is my guy.
I like the idea of Nolan Smith. I'm willing to say that I'm gonna go out on a limb on this show right here tonight that he's going to have a productive season.
I think so. I really do think so, man. Because you got to
I'm
think.
going to say Nolan Smith will have a productive seasons.
Yeah, man. You got because I remember when he got drafted, I need the playbook. I said that's all I needed to hear, brother. I need the playbook. So you ready? Come on. You see the new.
If don't be for him getting his injury last year and in the play of Hassan Reddick, he gets more time. So,
right.
And then I don't want to go back down that rabbit hole. The coaching wasn't up to par either. So
nah.
I don't even want to go back down that rabbit hole. I mean, I can't wait till July 23rd. You know what I mean? Like a lot of y'all Eagle fans out there. But once again, I'm Reggie for Better Yourself Media Sports. That's my boy now.
Yes, sir.
No Cut Sports Podcast. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell.
Comment, whatever.
Family,
I see we got 5 people here. Y'all got any questions, man? Ask the questions, man. Don't be afraid.
We will take any
questions. And Doomsday, the only ones here. They the only ones commenting. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to comment. We're gonna answer your questions. He was like, wait.
If we don't know, we'll find out.
Facts.
We'll try to find out. I mean, as long as they got these computers, we should be able to find out whatever it is. Should be nothing we can't find out.
We got another question from Ant. He said, oh, here we go. He said, what's productive for first round pick Nolan? I'm gonna put it to you like that. I had said it earlier too. If Nolan Smith can give me like around like 5 to 6 sacks, some pressures and stuff like that, I'll be okay with that. I can't expect him to come out here and be the next Hassan Reddick. That's more or less I'm looking for that from Bryce Huff. Now I seen he said Bryce Huff's my guy. He said 13 sacks incoming. I'm hoping he come with 13 sacks because we're going to need that line to get there. We're going to need them the edges to get there because I feel like that's another problem. Not a problem, but it's an unknown for us because, like I said, losing Hassan Reddick and then with Bryce Huff coming here, you playing part time with the Jets and stuff like that. You want to see if he can play a full time role and still be productive. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's like I said, just a waiting game. But I do think, and I know I'm probably biased because I'm an Eagles fan, but I do think these guys, like with the right coaching, this could be something more than what we even think. It possibly, I ain't gonna sit there and say that, but it possibly could be somewhat of what we saw that Super Bowl season. I don't know if they get 70 sacks, but they could probably somewhat get close to that if these guys pan out. Jalen Carter on the line. You got Jordan Davis coming in here talking about he in the best shape of his life. God, I hope he stay in shape the full season because he shows his flashes too. Where like when he chased down Josh Allen in the Bills game this past season, I'm like, golly, man, that big boy was moving. So it's just different. It's just different stuff that we just gotta wait to see. But I'm very hopeful for these younger guys, man, for sure. So yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, you good. Do you think?
Yeah, but I feel the same way about who I feel this way about is Jordan Davis. I believe Jordan Davis is going to definitely have a breakout season. And let me say this here. We know we got the Georgia Bulldogs, right? Carter Davis on the line. Dean allegedly supposed to be in the back of him.
Yeah.
Okay. If Dean can somehow, some way piggyback off of them guys like he did in college, he'll save his career here in Philadelphia.
That's probably gonna be the only way he do because them playing together before might you know what I mean? That might help him. Knowing what to look for and stuff like that. I remember Jalen Carter saying something about he said me and Jordan Davis played together in college. He said so he knows when I do certain stuff, he knows what to do without me even saying anything. So when you got that kind of chemistry with players and stuff like that, it does benefit you. But like we said before, the best ability is availability. If he ain't out there on that field, I don't care what call they making. You ain't gonna be out there, brother. So so we gotta get him out there and all that. What insight? Hold on, we got another one here. He said, I hope Nolan works on some counter moves because he was getting swallowed up too. Yeah. No, you're right about that. And did you see that he was practicing with? I thought it was a coach, but he said it was another football player when I seen the video this past week. I think it was this past week, if I'm not mistaken. But him and Huffer at that camp, at the linebackers camp, I think it is, or edge camp, something like that. So
I see some little bit of it.
Yeah. So he looked like he's trying to, get it down the best way he can, man. But yeah, man, I think he need to work with Huff a lot too. So
put the work in.
Get there. Say that again.
Put the work in.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna get the result.
Yeah, for sure, man.
You're gonna get results, man. Trust and believe that. You're gonna get the results. As long as you put the work in, for sure.
Oh, we got another one. Hold up. Doomsday said, "What do you think? What do you guys think of the reporter who said Jalen Hurts couldn't read the entire field?" I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest. And I love Jalen Hurts, but I've been watching his film, and I could understand why he's staring down. Maybe a reason why he's staring down like AJ Brown or Smitty. I don't feel like he trusted everybody. I don't feel like he trusted the offense last year, and I also feel like he didn't trust some of the players last year. I know when he put not Dallas, whoever was coming in for Dallas, he would never target him. The other tight end, he'd never look his way. He would stare down AJ Brown. He stare down Smitty or whatever the case may be until he built out the pocket. Then he'll start scanning the field. But I do think with Jalen Hurts, he do need to try and work on his progression readings because I feel like it'll help throw some of the defense off. They think you going, you know what I mean, one way, and then you throw it the other way. You know what I'm saying? It'll help him. Yeah, it'll help Jalen in a way, but then it'll help this offense too. So instead of just staring down a player the whole time and wait for him to get open, you know, you got other players out on the field that you can utilize. And Kellen Moore's offense is about that. Kellen Moore wants you to use all the players out there on the field, not just, you know, AJ or just Smitty. He wants you to use the tight end. He won't want you to check down with your running back and stuff like that. So there's some things that I know Jalen Hurts needs to work on. Bailing out the pocket is another thing I talked about in my video yesterday. Sometimes he'll have a clean pocket, but he was just so used to just bailing out the pocket for whatever reason that, you know, it was becoming a problem for him. So I do want to see him try to stay in that pocket a little bit longer, but then also going through his progression readings and stuff like that. I'm a little bit better. So, and like I said, he's going into his fourth year. He's 25. You know what I mean? It take time, man. It do take time. And then also coaching too, because the coach got to give you the answers too. He's getting blitzed. He was getting blitzed all last season. They never gave my man none of the answers to counter that. Like no hot route, nothing like that. So with the coaching, I think that's going to be a big thing with Jalen Hurts' performance this year. I feel as though. So
very well said, my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all contingent on the coaching. Getting these guys acclimated to the system, the guys putting in the work with the playbook, and you know, grinding. I think Kellen Moore's system is going to be absolutely perfect for what we got. What did that say?
He said we were mad. He said we were all mad last year when Catch was running wild over the middle, and he could have hit running backs as well. Yeah, man, because like all due respect, Tom Brady got 7 rings, and he is does not nowhere near have the arm strength of a Jalen Hurts or a Patrick Mahomes. He would check down if it ain't there, check it down, get them couple of yards, keep the chains moving. That's all you really got to do. But Jalen. But they want that explosive offense. They want them deep passes, and Jalen is good at throwing them deep passes. He's a very accurate quarterback. But my thing is, you got to be. It's different levels of the field. You know, you might that you know, if you ain't got the deep pass or that intermediate pass, just dump it off and give it to your running back or give it to a player that's closer to the, you know, that could check down the ball for you. It's like stuff like that. That has to be in his mind when he's out there playing. Wait, what Doomsday say? He said, is this really just a question of his intelligence being a black quarterback? Possibly. It could be, because you know what they say about black quarterbacks. They don't think they're smart enough to be quarterbacks or understand the playbook and stuff like that. But if you remember, what's my man name? Freaking the coach for the Giants right now. He used to be their offensive coordinator when they were at Alabama. Brian Dable. Brian Dable was the offensive coordinator for Alabama when both Jalen Hurts and Tua were there, and he spoke very highly of Jalen Hurts, saying how intelligent he was, and then even what's my man named Kellen Moore? He said the same thing, his intelligence, but he needs the answers. He looks for the answers, so when he's out there on the field, he can make the correct reads and stuff like that. So I don't think it's a problem, because when he ran the RPO that Super Bowl season, he was making all the right reads. He knew when to pass it off. He knew when to run it himself. He knew when to, you know, he knew what to do during that season, because I felt like Shane Steichen gave him all the answers. But at the same time, it's like with coaching is another aspect of this game that people fail to realize that is needed. You can have all the talent in the world. We've seen that this year, 10-1. And then when they needed you to coach us out of a situation, they couldn't do it. So I feel like coaching is a big aspect in football. Yeah, it's a big aspect. yeah, that people fail to realize. And so, but I don't think I think it's just narrative that they're writing because we didn't hear all this during the Super Bowl season and they had a down season this year. It's just like for clicks and stuff like that because there's just too many black quarterbacks now today in the league. So it's just for clicks. I feel as though doomsday. So, but go ahead, Mr. Rich. I feel like I've been talking this whole time. My fault, man. My fault.
It's all good, man. You answering the question. That's all.
I'm trying to the best of my ability, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're
so
doing a fantastic job, man. I'm
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. He said he's a coach's son.
Where Ant go? Ant, you dropped off on us?
No, Ant probably still here. He's a coach's son, so we know he knows football. That's what we need. That's facts, Doomsday. That's facts. Yeah, I think he. Lincoln Riley said Hurts is better than back-to-back Heisman Trophy winner. See what I'm saying? Look, man, I ain't got to say it. He said Lincoln Riley said Hurts were in the office better than his back-to-back Heisman Trophy winner Murray and Mayfield.
That's right.
Like, come on, man.
There's a lot of Jalen Hurts haters out there for whatever reason. He earned what he has. He earned his money. He earned his position to be the number one quarterback on the Philadelphia Eagles. He earned everything. He's a no-nonsense guy. He comes to work every day, all day. You know what I mean? He galvanizes his team around him. They were talking about that. He's not a team guy, he's this and that.
Not a leader and all that good stuff. Yeah, we're like, what?
Everybody has certain ways in life to do certain things.
Right.
I may progress. I may accept or learn something. The same thing. It may take me a week, and it may take you 2 days to do it, or it might take me.
Or if not longer. Yeah, or longer. Like
take you 2 weeks. So it's all in the person. And then a lot of these people out here in the world and around the National Football League, football content creators and fans want more out of the guy than really is necessary.
Yeah,
I know there's been talk this off season. I'm quite sure you heard it and heard it. Doomsday, y'all guys heard it, and whoever else out there that's listening to the show heard about it. He's not a team guy. He's uncommunicative. What they tried to say?
They said unapproachable. And then Covey had to come out and clean that up because he was like, "That's not what I was saying." He was like, he had to fix what he. Yeah, that's not what I was saying. So
right,
But go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
So I mean, and then as you see, the last couple of weeks, he's been with Johnny Wilson. He's been with the running backs, the rookies, Shipley, and the wide receiver, the young wide receivers. He's been with those guys, working out with these guys. So I don't understand what they really want him to do, or I don't know. I just don't get it. That's why, like I said, certain things that topic-wise that come out, I don't even feed into it because I know it's a lot of times people just trying to pull straws or pull strings and just to get some, attention on certain things. But certain things I won't even have no comment on. I just let it go by and I look for something else to talk about.
Yeah, man. I just think because he's in you can't penetrate him. Whatever you say, good or bad, he's like you said, I'm never too high, I'm never too low. They don't get the response that they're looking for out of Jalen Hurts. They want him to get mad. They want him to come out and be like, "Well, I heard y'all said this, and this is my response." Like he don't care. He go out there, he do what he does. Just like they say, he's a coach. He's a coach's son. You don't think this young man don't know how to conduct himself within a locker room and things like that? Lead. Yeah, I like it doesn't make sense to me sometimes when they come out with this stuff, but I do understand why, because they want to create a narrative, separate the team, things like that. Because on paper, I don't care nobody said this is like a top 2, top 3 team on paper with these players. Now we got to see how it pans out, of course, but they want to destroy the team from within, and I don't think it's going to work, man. And I like that.
AJ Brown, remember?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like. And you see AJ, he called up there. He's like, "What's the problem? What's the problem? Like, y'all don't want us here? We're like, what's the problem?"
Yeah, so, what is really going on?
See, look at that. See, and he said that's crazy. Nobody from Alabama, Oklahoma, and Eagles have said none of that crap. It's our toxic. It is the media. It's always the media making something up. Like, I know it's slow. I said it myself. I'll be repeating myself in some of my videos saying the same stuff until some new things come out. But it's like they want to throw a narrative out there, so we talk about it. I know when he threw out that, like you talked about earlier with the leadership thing with Jalen Hurts, that was like almost a whole month long about, people going on different shows, saying different things, giving their comments about Jalen Hurts. But I still have heard nobody out of that locker room say anything crazy about Jalen Hurts. They say it's no problem. Yeah, like he come to work, he do his job, and he go home. Like they hang out with his, other players and stuff like that when he has his free time. But like, the man probably want his own time to himself too. So it's like, what are y'all expecting from him? So
and he about his business. Now, if he was one of them guys out there running in the club and they go, "Oh, Jalen Hurts will stop from speeding."
Listen, they can't wait for something like that to come out about Jalen Hurts. They would eat that up in the media, man. What? He's a terrible quarterback. What quarterback does this? What quarterback going out doing this?
That's why he had a bad season. That's why he threw all of
it's stupid stuff. Man, listen, man, he ain't got time for all that, man. He out here at the Frankie Beverly and Mays concert, man. He having himself a good old time. Shoot, I said, well, all right.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Exactly. So, yeah, man, I don't worry about Jalen Hurts, man. I really don't worry about a lot of these guys on this team, man. I know they do like their character assessments and stuff like that. I know, some players had a little, hectic background before they came to the team, but at the same time, I haven't seen anything from anybody that gives me an indication that we got any issues or any problems. So, and especially starting with the quarterback, I don't think there's a problem with the quarterback. I think they see the talent and they're scared.
You know what now? And Doomsday and the rest of y'all guys out there, that all was created years ago. Media looked stupid. Eagles extended AJ twice after the media said he wasn't wanting to leave them, and he said AJ said that this is last uniform. That's right.
Media been crickets.
Media
been crickets. That's facts. I said that, and I was saying that in my video prior to them even signing. I was like, if there's a way that how we can keep both of these guys here, man, I think it gives us the best opportunity to make that run back to a Super Bowl and win multiple Super Bowls if possible. Yes, because it's like, who else would you want to bring in here besides? Yeah, I know you can't go get no Justin Jefferson, nobody like that. Like, that's water under the bridge. They didn't draft him. I knew we would never get him. But my thing is this: you got AJ Brown and you got Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith on both outsides of the field.
Right.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that till 2029, 2030, whenever they're signed to. I'm fine with that. So, I can't complain, man, because I don't know. Like, I don't know if y'all newer Eagles fans, but if y'all don't remember from back in the day, the teams that we had put together, bro, there's nothing ever compared to this. I can't remember. Maybe the closest thing, like Mike Vick and them back.
But I was going to say this here now.
Go ahead.
I would say this here. Our culture has been set and been being built for years. So the culture that we got in our locker room and the players, when you come into Philadelphia as a person, as a rookie, or as a unsigned free agent, it's different than any locker room or any organization you've been around. Because the culture we have a standard that we live by. The players set that standard. The Reggie Whites and all them guys. Go back
absolutely.
So these guys set a certain standard. You know what I mean? The Buddy Ryan guys, these guys set a certain standard. And it carried over. It trickled down.
From years, up until this point.
Then you got the guys like the Kelce's, the Lane Johnsons, the
Fletcher Cox,
BDs. You know what I mean?
Lane Johnson, all that.
Yeah, all these guys that kept this culture together in that locker room. So when you came in the locker room, hey, this is what it is.
And that's what it's going to be.
It's going to be.
That's what it's going to be.
Don't shake the tree, but the fruit, when they fall heavy. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, if you want to be here, leave the tree alone. Just like the man told him, don't bother that tree right there.
Absolutely.
Be around a long time.
Absolutely. You got to throw a little bit of that Genesis up in there for him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't touch that tree right there.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. But you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. And then you even got to think like I remember Clint Hurt. He was saying that when he was making the transition from the Seahawks, he's like he wanted to go to a team that had a winning culture, leaders, all that good stuff. I'm not coming nowhere where they're not trying to constantly win. You came to the right place, my brother. Same thing with Saquon. I'm in a huddle with AJ Brown, Dallas, Jalen Hurts, like all that talent, and then we didn't even talk about the defensive side of the ball. So all that talent that you have, it's like you have to
right there.
exactly. So it's like so many different. It's just so many different things that we have here, and the culture that we're building. It kind of reminds me of like when Bill Belichick. Not to compare ourselves to the Patriots, but like whenever going through their stints of winning all them Super Bowls, at least getting to the Super Bowl. The players that they had, they were bringing in Randy Moss. You bringing in all these, you get your Amendolas. These players, even if they weren't big names, they knew that when they came in here, we don't want nothing but the best. When you go out and you step on that field, you give everything that you got until the season over, whatever case you want to call it. You go out here, we expect a certain type of play out of every player. I don't care if you're first round draft pick, undrafted. Tom Brady's the last draft pick. He didn't have to go out there and put that type of work in to become the player that he is today. So my thing is this: it's a standard that has to be set, and it's a standard that the Eagles have set. That's one thing I can't agree with you on, man. So they know what it is when they walk up in here. Answer my fault, Mr. Reggie. Let me see. He said that then they came at Smitty because he took a team friendly deal. Smitty shut it down. I love Smitty's mentality. Yeah, man.
Check on that, Ant. Smitty's Smitty got an old spirit too. His upbringing is superior to none. And I give my hats off to his parents and his family down south that brought this young man up. He done the right thing. He knows what it's going to take for this team to move forward, and he knows down the line the reward is going to be greater than what he would for the team as a whole.
Yep. Because at the end of the day, man, like I don't know if you watched this. I don't think I even talked about it yet, but the Hard Knocks episode this past week, and they were talking about the GM was saying that one way we could keep him here, we could tell Saquon, he can be in a ring of honor for the New York Giants. And you tell me, what ring do I want? Do I want a ring from the Giants team or the Super Bowl ring from the NFL? That makes like how is that even something to even remotely say to a player of the caliber of Saquon Barkley? Like that didn't make any sense to me. It made no sense to me.
But that's why you guys even allowed that to come out, man.
I don't even know why they allowed that to come out. Something like that you got to keep behind closed doors. But then again, it's the Giants, so I can understand why it came out. They've been crazy for a long time too. But it's just so many different things though, man. I feel like it's aligning for the Eagles. Even our schedule this year, it ain't too crazy difficult. I'm not really too worried about too many of the teams on there. I know there's some teams that we do got to watch out for, but I feel like everything is aligning to the point where if everything goes the way it's supposed to, I don't see why we don't make a deep playoff run or even get back to the Super Bowl, man. I don't see it any other way. So
I think we got a chance to do both.
Yep, I definitely do, man. I definitely do. So
no reason that we can't make it back to the Super Bowl and win it.
Absolutely. I mean, my man said on TV the year of Daniel.
What's that?
Hey, yo, Ant. He said my man said on TV, this is the year of Daniel. That was That was the craziest thing I heard, because if you sit here watching Daniel Jones these last few years, there's no way you're telling me that you build a team around a quarterback like that. No disrespect to Daniel Jones, but I done see my man running in open field. He's tripping over his own legs. Nah, I'm cool. I'll keep Jalen Hurts. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? We cool. What we got going on?
Y'all just saw the one to keep Jalen Hurts. He
Man.
can't tie his own shoes. They said,
right.
They said his son had to tie the shoes before each game. That guy's got it bad, man.
Yeah, man. So it's just been a crazy like all season for them, man. They say one thing, do something else. He was talking about trying to trade up for another quarterback. Like, they don't know what they got going on over there with the Giants. So I'm not expecting them even to do too much this year. I mean, they'll probably put up a fight, but
who was the guy that they gave the money to instead of Saquon Barkley? Who was the back?
It was Daniel Jones. They signed him to the $40 million contract.
No, but they signed the back.
Singletary. And it's the same deal, remotely the same deal that Saquon got with the Eagles. So why didn't you just offer that to Saquon? That's why I didn't understand. But that's what I chalked it up to be. It's like, why he kept talking about, he said, I don't want to go through the same situation that we went through last year when they were trying to figure out his contract situation. But my thing is this: you went out and signed, and I'm not saying Singletary's not a good running back, but my thing is he's not a Saquon Barkley. instead of trying to bolster up your offensive line and keep Saquon there. Give Daniel Jones some more weapons. You know what I mean? Now you take away Saquon. Still, offensive line still ain't, it still got some problems. It's gonna be the same thing all over again.
It's gonna be worse.
It is gonna be worse. Just like what Ant said, they drafted no offensive lineman. He said we're gonna take care of all that in the draft, and they didn't. They went out and got Malik Neighbors, some pieces for the defense.
They absolutely didn't do nothing, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So that's why you got to be grateful though to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan, man, because it's Howie be out there Howieing, man. He be getting players all types of talent on this team.
Howie is the man.
He's the man, man. Like he's really showing like GMs how to be a GM. So I'm sitting here watching this clown on TV. I'm like, there's no way this is their GM and this is how he's acting. I don't know if it's the cameras. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. So
he's sipping on that gin and juice, man.
Probably.
He said that Saquon, you go out and test the market, but give us a chance.
He said, "You want me to circle back?"
Yeah, he said, "Give us a chance,
man."
A match. Saquon said, "You want me to circle back?" Exactly. He said, "Check on that. I'll check back with you."
Listen, man, I can't. I hope he didn't even call him back because I'm like, he's probably like, why y'all playing with my time? Like, all due respect, like this man, he done did like, and that's what I was saying. Like, the Eagles will pay you if you are productive. All he was looking for was to get paid for the production that he gave to the New York Giants. He was pretty much their offense the whole time he was there. So it's like you didn't give him no help. You didn't give him no help.
Why couldn't they see that?
Well, the GM couldn't see it. And that's why I felt like it was more of an emotional thing with him. But his co-workers, they were all like, so what are we going to do if we get rid of this guy? Like, who is going to be our what's our offense going to look like now? So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, like I said the same thing. I'm like, what's y'all offense going to be? Because Daniel Jones ain't it.
You know what? You know what? They done told this guy, go ahead and back up with them pies to your house and start packing. you on your way out of here. If this season is over, don't worry.
Listen, man. Back to U-Haul up. They might as well get it started, man, because this season's gonna be terrible for them, man. It's gonna be a very bad season, man.
He already got a pod sitting in his garage, right? Driveway.
Probably already got some stuff in there, huh?
He got the pod. He got the pod. He know he made it. He know he jacked that rap.
Yeah.
He know he jacked that rap. Trust me.
Yeah.
He trying to play it off. He trying to front now. Chest out. Oh, we gonna be all right.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm gonna tell you, if we ain't good, we gonna be good because you're gonna be gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I said this part didn't even help him as a GM. Like, bro, like as a GM, and then with Daniel Jones, he even talked about Daniel Jones too as well. Like moving on from him. You don't think Daniel Jones hears that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to. You think he want to play for an organization like that? You think you'll get your 100% out of some after what you just said from your about your quarterback? Hell no. Nah.
I can throw this here when Quinyon Mitchell. Here, Quinyon, take that.
Exactly. Easy. He gonna have a field day with them guys.
Yeah. Now you want to get rid of me? He already got the bag.
That's what I said. I said, you come out and you say all this. You think he even remotely cares? He $40 million a year or whatever they paying him a year. He don't care. He don't care. Yeah, and he got an excuse because he's coming back from an ACL injury. So it's like, what are you really expecting to see from him? Like, what are y'all really expecting to see from Daniel Jones? I don't know, but I guess we'll see too with that as well. You say Saquon told you know where I wanted to be. They should have offered them. Yeah, no, they should have offered it to him right then and there. That's how I knew he was pretty much done. When he said that second part, he was like, you want me to circle back? He was like y'all playing. Like, I'm going to go somewhere where somebody's going to appreciate my talent. There he is. Welcome to the Eagles, my brother. Welcome to the Eagles. So, yes, 95. Sir. He ain't had to travel too far. He ain't had to move too far. So,
sweet, Saquon. Thanks for coming, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
And you're not going to regret being the Philadelphia Eagle, brother.
Nah. I don't think he will, man.
Not going to regret it either. They're going to love the time spent here in Philadelphia. Yep. Your son, your daughters, your wife, and all your friends up there. He's from the Philadelphia area anyway. He's up there. I forget the area actually where he's from, but he went to school out there before he went to Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State and all that. Yeah. So
he's from Pennsylvania area, so he has some understanding of what to expect out of the fans here.
Yeah, this fan base, yeah. But I think, well, I mean, New York probably know better because they just as bad, but I think he'll be okay, man. And I think he already knows what to expect, especially with this off season with not off season, yeah, it was off season, I think. But AJ Brown, one of the WIP and all that good stuff. So he gonna know people won't be talking about him and whatnot. Just don't pay attention to the noise, man. Just go out there, perform, do what you do. They ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. That's all.
You know, AJ and them guys that gave him the blueprint and
oh yeah.
Look,
oh
man,
yeah.
I mean, just do what we do.
Yep. Plus,
we here for let's play football. Leave that other stuff up to them guys.
Yep.
Them guys, that's their job to do all that talking.
Let them talk, man. Let them talk. Because my thing is this: y'all just go out there, keep performing. Hopefully, AJ go out here, have another 1,500-yard season. Saquon break 1,000 yards or whatever the case may be, and we just keep it moving like that all the way to the Super Bowl, and we get that trophy, man. That's what's really gonna shut everybody up. Because what can you say after that?
I can see that writing on the wall for that, my brother.
Yeah. What more can you say about us after that? So, I mean, he probably still want to have something to say, but it ain't gonna be too much you can say. You'd be Super Bowl champions at that point. So,
once again, all y'all guys out there, ladies, gentlemen, please hit the like button. Please
yes,
subscribe to Now or No Cut Sport Podcast and
yes, sir.
Reggie on Bet on Yourself Media Sports, man. Come join the families, man. We'd love to have y'all guys aboard, man. We truly appreciate all those who are here tonight sharing this here wonderful evening with us here, man. I know it's getting a little late for me, but
yeah. Do you have anything else to talk about? Because I don't want to hold you too long.
I mean, if Ant got any more comments before we leave, or Doomsday, or anybody out there, we'll take the last comment and then we'll run from there.
He said already done.
Ant. I know you got something up your sleeve, Ant.
He said he already done. Come on, yeah, I got you, Ant. I got you. Yeah, so yeah, but I did want to say this though. I did want to say I know we only got a couple people on here, but I do appreciate everybody that do comment on me and Mr. Reggie's. He said, "Do we need a safety?" Oh wait. He said, "Do we need to answer that right quick, Mr. Reggie?" I don't think Ant was here earlier.
Go ahead.
He said, "Do we need a safety?" Me personally, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I did talk about I'll make sure I say his name right, Mekhi Garner. I know you seen. Yeah. I know you seen the video, Ed, because I seen you comment under my man video, Thomas Motts. So I know you seen that video, but I know him coming off injury, and then you got Cindy Brown coming off injury. You got CJ back there. My man from LSU. Andre Sand.
We talked about Jalen Pritchett as a possibility earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
We talked about him as a possibility, somebody for the Eagles to look at as a need. Not saying that we both not agreeing that it's a signed deal. It's somebody that we can look at as a need for the safety position. He can play. He could be another depth piece. I mean, he's a solid player. He had a good season, past season. So it's somebody that I thought about and it was discussed with me prior to coming on the show. So I shared it with Now and with the audience. Yeah. But,
we didn't even talk about Reed though. Reed's back there too as well. Reed Blankenship. I forgot about he's on that 1-year deal with us for he plays the safety position as well. And I know
Blankenship.
Yeah, and Mekhi, he talked highly of him too as well. So and like I said, I don't want to hold you too much longer, but I do remember like that coaching. I really do feel like that coaching aspect was a thing that we were missing last year. So I'm thinking like maybe they can, hopefully with Vic Fangio, he get them guys in the shape because he do run a 2-eye safety look. So hopefully,
coaching was a big deal, man.
Yeah. So hopefully they get that together.
We got new coaches, we got new players, we got a whole new scheme.
Yep.
That the guys got to intake and digest and get and regurgitate it back out and perform on it, man. So I'm looking forward to this upcoming season. I'm looking forward to this upcoming camp. Most of forward. We gotta get to the camp first.
Facts,
scrimmage game, get some live action, get these guys hitting on other players, get some attitude, see who got attitude, who don't. So there's a whole lot to look at. I can't wait, man. Yep. Once again, I'm gonna say this here. Thank you, Ant. Thank you,
Doomsday. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
For commentating with us and all the rest of y'all guys out there and ladies who's out there. We appreciate y'all too. Come back and join us again on the next episode This is Mean Green Podcast. Like I said before, that's my main man up there, Niall Frazier.
Yes, sir.
No Cut Sports Podcast, and I am Reggie from Bet on Yourself Media Sports. Once again, be good, be safe, God bless, keep the main thing, and have an attitude of gratitude. And appreciate one more thing, it's safe to say, it's not safe on them streets. So be careful.
We appreciate you, Ant, too, man. We appreciate you watching the videos too, man. And commenting. It mean a lot, man. Because at least for me, I ain't think it was gonna blow up the way it did. So, me and Mr. Reggie both appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. And please, man, subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't. Again, I'm Niall Frazier from the No Cut Sports Podcast. That's Mr. Reggie from Bet on Yourself Sports. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe. And stay tuned to the next episode, man. Mr. Reggie, I'm gonna holler at you, man. We'll be talking too, all right?
Yep.
Yes,
peace.
Sir. Y'all, peace. Y'all be safe, man. There we go.